Oh, yep, they're kissing. She's kissing a ghost. That's what she's doing. Hey everyone, it's Lisa, aka Cosmic Mermaid. Welcome to my channel. Today we're playing the Sims 4 Black Widow Challenge. We are here with the toddlers, who are no longer toddlers. They aged up to children. Mateo and Miko are now child age, and yeah, they are quite the handful, as you can see. The dollhouse is broken and usually stays that way. Let's go around and meet them and see. This is Mateo. He's on the computer doing I don't know what. Oh, he's searching for information on vampires. Well, that's Mateo, all right. He's kind of he's a little strange. He's a little weird. He's got some of his mother's really weird traits. I'm sure they'll come out soon enough and you'll understand what they are. He dresses kind of interesting for a child his age. He likes to wear proper suits and things. So Mateo read that garlic and plasma fruit can be found in Forgotten Hollow. So that's probably something that he would just want to sneak out and see if he can go find. Oh, he unlocked the vampire tome. So yeah, we don't know what kind of shenanigans Mateo might get into. This is Miko. Miko is very creative, so he has some of his mother's traits too. As you know, his mother is a musician. He's just learning to play the violin. Not very well, as you can tell. But he's practicing, he's trying. So these two are just, kind of keep to themselves in their room. However, sometimes they get into some shenanigans. Now, for some reason, we have a new butler. When I turned the game on, we have a new butler. Kengo Aikida. So I don't know what happened to Ali. Celeste might have killed him for all I know. I have no idea what happened, but we have a new butler, and here he is. And in the last episode, if you remember, if you caught it, remember Olivia came to see Celeste. She was all upset about, not knowing where her mother is. And Celeste felt bad for her, so Celeste invited her to come and stay with the family. Now, before everybody says is, oh God, what is Celeste going to do to this poor child? Here's Olivia. I did give her a little bit of a makeover, but she and Celeste are, kind of getting along. She doesn't really blame Celeste because she doesn't understand really what happened between her parents. Everything happened so fast, and she was really upset about losing her grandfather because, what's his name? The first old dude that Celeste was targeting was her grandfather. I can't remember his name. And next thing she knows, her parents are breaking up, and her father, look, see, I don't know. Yeah, Celeste, Olivia is kind of goes back and forth with being really angry. She's a teenager. She goes from being really angry to being really nice. Celeste isn't used to that. Yeah, I don't think Olivia is very happy about finding out that Celeste is pregnant again. Because Olivia's like, well, we just buried my father, and now you're pregnant again, and already with another guy. Olivia also is a little scared of her two brothers, her half brothers, because they're vampires and they're a little unpredictable, especially Mateo. So she likes them. She wants to help and take care of them, but she is a little hesitant about her little brothers. They're kind of scary. Vampire children are a little bit on the scary side. Who is he talking to? I don't know who he's talking to, but I told you he's a little strange. I told you Mateo is a little strange. Oh, maybe he's talking to Olivia. And Olivia, you cannot flirt with your... All right, let me just go and deal with an adult right now because I can't even be bothered. What are you doing, Celeste? You're sitting and looking at the TV. This whole family at the computer. This whole family is just a little strange. They just sit around and stare at walls, and it's just strange. This is Olivia's room. Celeste gave Olivia the guest room because Celeste had already started taking Olivia's old room and turning it into a nursery for the new baby. And again, she's hoping for a girl. And so she has this nice little nursery set up here for when the baby comes. I believe she's still in her first trimester. Yes, she's still in the first trimester. She's going to be in her second trimester in a few hours. But yeah, she's got this cute little room set up, ready for the baby. So Olivia is over here in the guest room, which is nice for a teenager. I mean, this is a nice big room. She has her own bathroom. Maybe I should just lock this door for everyone but Olivia because poor Olivia doesn't need these people, especially the twins. She does not want them in her bedroom. So we're going to lock the door for everyone but Olivia. Give poor Olivia some space. Why is she so flirty? Tell someone a dirty joke. You're a teenager. What are you doing with? Oh, she's hugging Mateo. Oh, that's nice. So now where is she going? Oh, where did she go? Oh, he's in there. That's nice. They're brother and sister, so hopefully they get along. Where's Celeste? Celeste was out sunning herself. Don't ask me why. I had to make her come in the house. She's a vampire. And like I said, they're a little crazy. So she has this outfit on, and she was out, enjoying her pool area, which, is nice, but don't enjoy it during the daytime, Celeste. And I had to make her come in, even though she is a powerful vampire and it takes a lot of sun to do anything to her. I didn't want her expiring too soon. So the butler is hanging around. Hopefully Celeste doesn't kill him. Maybe, she kept feeding off the other butler, so maybe he just left. I don't know. But Celeste is playing music and the kids are, I don't know, he's going to cry over the broken dollhouse. So maybe we can get Olivia, because she repair that, Olivia. And I'm sure you have homework to do. Yeah, do you have homework? This is your homework. Yes. So I wonder if she can do homework after that. Okay. So we'll get that going. Let me just check on Alice just to make sure everything's good with her. She's doing pretty good. Celeste is feeding her and keeping her. Celeste keeps feeding off of her, so Celeste has been, she's probably going to start feeding off the new butler, and that is something that's probably not such a great idea, because if the butlers keep leaving because the vampire queen of the house is feeding off of you, they're not going to send any more butlers to the, for her to take care of. So, Celeste has been thinking about, maybe getting a spare food source downstairs. She does have that extra, she could put off another little room here or stick them in there with Alice. She doesn't really care. So, we're not sure what Celeste is going to be up to. But today she wants to go next door and visit her boyfriend and make sure her relationship is still on the up and up with him. I'm not quite sure where Clyde is, but Soren is home, and these two obviously are not getting along. Celeste has a plan. She's a lady with a plan, and she knows she has to get rid of Soren, who is Clyde's brother. She knows she's got to get rid of him. So she is a lady with a plan, trying to make him as uncomfortable as possible, thinking that he's going to move out. So her plan isn't that good. She needs to have a better plan. Celeste is a little bit off her game, and I think it's because she's pregnant. So Soren is probably, he's just telling her, you're pregnant with my brother's baby. You just buried your husband, and a vampire died at your funeral. Like, what are you doing, lady? Are you like a serial marriage person? What is wrong with you? And she's not taking lightly to that. She's really pissed off about all that. So she doesn't like anything that he's saying, and she's telling him that, if you don't like me, your brother is in love with me, you gotta go. And he's like, I'm onto you, lady. I'm really onto you. I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on, and I'm onto that. So she's going to, really think of a plan to get rid of him. He needs to go, and she needs to make it look really, really casual, and that nothing goes back to her. Let me see, is Clyde even home? These two are not having a good conversation at all. And she did drink off of him. I don't see Clyde. Clyde doesn't have a. Oh, no, here he is. Okay, so come on up here, Celeste, to talk to Clyde. Let's see how he's doing. I mean, he is. No, don't insult him. Let's not woohoo. Let's just. I mean, she might want to move woohoo. Ask about his day. Let's not cause too much commotion right now. She does need to get married really soon, and she's thinking that maybe she needs to get married like under the radar, because she did, after talking with Olivia, and Olivia, being a teenager and even pointing out, you just married my father, then you buried my father, a vampire died at the funeral, and a few days later you're pregnant and talking about you're in love again with somebody else. It looks really strange. Celeste is thinking, yeah, that does sound very strange. I'm sure a bunch of adults are going to think the same thing. She doesn't want to call too much attention to herself. So she's wondering if should she marry Clyde and stay married to him for a little bit. She doesn't want to, marry him and off him, and people be like, okay, so you marry guys for a few days or weeks or months or whatever, and next thing you know, they're dead. The Clyde isn't feeling her either, so she's going to have to. I don't know why he's not feeling her. Maybe his brother's gotten to him. Yeah, he's not helping. He's not helping. He's not helping. Soren is not helping at all. He needs to just go away. Go away, Soren. And oh, not you. Where are you going, Celeste? She is really antagonizing Soren. Stop antagonizing him and stop being so vampire-y that you are just making him, more uncomfortable. Okay, so she needs to come up here and talk to Clyde, because she's turned him into a vampire and she needs to keep him around. He is her next victim. She needs to get more focused. She seems to be a little bit off her game. So she's going to have to come up here and make him feel a whole lot better. And if she has to use her vampire powers, she will. So she's going to put on her vampire alluring visage and, keep him feeling, a little hot and heavy. And yeah, it's time to propose, I think. It's time to propose. She doesn't want to lose him. She definitely doesn't want to lose him. There we go, Celeste. He's taking the bait. He's taking the bait. Excellent. Excellent, Celeste. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think she needs to get married to him right away? I mean, she did get married to Eric right away, and that seemed a little suspicious. So I don't know. She's conflicted, and I'm conflicted. Should she have a wedding to make it seem like it's more real, and stay married to him for a little while? She's not really that attracted to him, but she's not really attracted to anything right now other than money. So, and she does have to get rid of his brother. So that could be part of, what she's thinking, that she may have to plan a wedding and make a show of this, that this is something that is more than, another little quick fling like it seemed with Eric. Even though she's doing it really quick, just a few days after she's on the rebound, So we are going to ask him to move in if we can. Well, maybe we shouldn't ask him to move in. Maybe we should plan the wedding and try to do this. Oh, yeah, he's having his vampire. Yeah, and plus he's got to, turn into a vampire and all that. So maybe we should just... Oh, boy, what should we do? I need y'all's feedback. This needs to be live. See, I can't control him. Maybe I will ask him to move in. Ask to move in. Now, if I ask him to move in, can I ask his brother to move in? Because she does not want to lose the money on the house. Moving in together. Click OK to household split and merge to modify which Sims will live in which household. Okay. Okay, Clyde has agreed to move in. And Soren is not about to let his brother, who has just been turned into a vampire and is being seduced by this vampire who just buried a husband. So he's not about to let his brother out of his sight. Soren is he can't get through to his brother. he's moving in with Clyde into Celeste's house. There's enough room, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll move them both in. Celeste is really going to have to figure out something because now she's got Soren living in her household. But she's thinking it's going to look good, you know? Like, she's in love with Clyde and he hasn't been feeling very well. And his brother wants the best for him to look after him. And, you know, she's taken in her dead husband's daughter. You know, she's thinking Celeste is not all there, but she's thinking it looks good in her mind, so it must look good in other people's mind. So let's see how much money they bring from selling all their possessions at the house, though. That's what she is most concerned with. Wow, they brought in a lot of money because Celeste didn't have a whole lot. Okay, Celeste was really blowing through her money. She brought in a lot of stuff for the nursery and spent a lot of money. Oh, her thing is going. Okay, stop that because now it's working on the brother. He's still uncomfortable, but he's like under her spell right now. God, Celeste. Oh gosh. So yeah, they brought in well over a couple $100,000. So she's very happy with that. She's like, yeah, good, exciting. So now we have to figure out what to do with Soren, what to do with Clyde. I'm sure everybody else in the house is like, what the hell is going on? Who are these people? I don't even know. Do we have room for these people? Well, Celeste sleeps in the coffin, so she doesn't need this room up here, I guess. I don't know where Soren is going to sleep, but we'll put Clyde here. Clyde is going to be changing into a vampire soon. You know, Clyde, they'll figure it out. There's plenty of beds. They'll figure it out. Clyde will be changing into a vampire soon, and he'll be sleeping in a coffin anyway. What's done is done. Celeste is, you know, pretty sure that she's made the right decision. I'm not too sure she made the right decision. You're probably not too sure she made the right decision. But she is Celeste, and she's like, you know what? I'm happy with myself. Look at her. She's like, I'm pretty proud of myself right now. Oh, he's still under her spell. How is Alice? She's still uncomfortable from being bitten. Let me see how Celeste. Oh, Celeste is getting hungry. Oh, she's getting real hungry. She's gonna start feeding off of people. Okay, Celeste, I think you're gonna have to find a number two. Well, now she's got to throw up. You need to find an alternative drinking source because Celeste doesn't like to put in too much effort into her, you know, going to get food. She doesn't like to put in too much effort. She doesn't want to go out hunting. She wants to have her food close by. So who is this person? We don't know who you are, but you're passing by a vampire's house at night. It's very, very dangerous. You shouldn't do that. So now she's in her vampire form and she is going to play Book Block. I think she might need to be reset because she is still trying to drain the life spirit. So let me just debug her for a minute. Okay, now she's mad because I debugged her. Come over here and talk to Mateo. Recall your mortal life. Oh, she can give him vampire training? Oh, I didn't know. Where was that? I just saw that. Wait a minute. Offer advice on vampire life. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she could give him... Uh-oh. There's a rumor going around that a crazy party is happening at the chalet right now. Care to join me? She does care to join Evelyn. And she is really concerned that Evelyn, especially, is mad at her for her son, you know, kicking the bucket at the funeral. So she definitely wants to, you know, make sure that she stays in Evelyn's good graces. So let's go and meet up with Evelyn at the chalet. Okay, so here she is. Who is this? Tessa Riverside. I don't know who you are, but I suggest you don't hang around with these vampires. So she's going to share the big news that she's pregnant again. Oh, God, please hope she's not sick. Maybe she needs to not be in her vampire form. Oh boy. I don't know if that was a good reaction from Evelyn or not, but Evelyn isn't in her vampire form. So let's get her out of her vampire form. And let's just talk with Evelyn. The friendship went down a little bit, but she doesn't seem to be throwing any kind of hate her way. Celeste, it seems like Celeste is a little erratic, and she is. She is a little erratic. A lot of the things that she's doing it doesn't make sense, but in reality, she's basically a serial killer. Okay, that's what a Black Widow is. They're a serial killer, so that makes her a little insane anyway, right? But she's not good at this. She basically went from being, plain Jane American girl, just trying to hit it big in the city, to being turned into a vampire and being, jilted by this good looking vampire that she fell in love with. And now the only thing that she has to hold on to is the fact that she's kind of on the run because of what happened with her and Miranda. Miranda's still in jail for all we know. And, so Celeste is kind of scared. She wants to make sure that she is always being taken care of. She's doing everything she can within her powers, and now she has, 2 kids and one on the way to look after. And even though she is a little erratic and a little crazy, she does care about her children. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to them, and she especially doesn't want them to end up, in any kind of situation where they feel powerless, like she has. Evelyn is, still friendly with her, that everything's okay with what happened at the funeral, that, of course, Celeste had nothing to do with it. It happens, he was out in the sun too long, and that can happen to any vampire. She's definitely not going to tell Evelyn that she's ready to get married again. She's not going to spring that on anybody until the invitations for the wedding go out. That's basically how she's decided to do this. So she's just out having a good time, they're both just trying to blow off some steam and, kind of, nobody's going to like them now because they're all vampire-y. But, they're both trying to get over what happened. Who is this? Oh, it's Cade! Oh my gosh. Go over and talk to Cade. He's here at the thing. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Go over and talk to Cade. Let him know. I'm sorry you died at my husband's funeral. I really, really am sorry. That's pretty bad. But Evelyn looks happy to see her ghost son, her ghost vampire son. I wonder if he can still do vampire-y things. I don't know. But they still have a romantic relationship for Celeste and Cade. That's interesting. Blow him a kiss, I guess. I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, yep, they're kissing. She's kissing a ghost. That's what she's doing. Okay. Yep. So at least she's in good with. I wonder if Evelyn brought Cade with her. That's just funny. I didn't even realize. I saw the ghost and I didn't even realize it was him. I didn't even think about him being a ghost. But yeah, they kept the urn, so the ghost is hanging out in the world. So she's chatting it up with Evelyn and Bjorn and Candy and the ghost. He is doing vampire things, so people aren't liking Cade either. And Bjorn is talking about he gonna call the cops because the vampire ghosts are here. Yeah, I'm glad that they're back on good terms. And I'm not too sure about Vlad, and we don't know anything about Vance, but at least she and Evelyn are on good terms. And that's the most important thing. So, oh gosh, Celeste is getting hungry again. So she's going to have to feed off of somebody. Because if she doesn't, she will start just feeding off of everybody. So maybe I don't know who this person is, but she is going to have to drink her plasma, drain her life spirit, and then she won't remember. Look at her in her vampire form with her little pregnant belly. So she's excited that she, is out socializing, and she is in her second trimester. She'll be in her third trimester in 22 hours. So this baby's going to be coming soon. And then, maybe we should wait till after the baby's here for her to put the wedding on. And plus she has to really figure out what to do with Soren. So I think we'll figure that out in the next episode. and see if we can come up with a creative way, but a really incognito, non-suspicious way for Soren to just kind of disappear or whatever. Hopefully she doesn't have to kill him. I mean, she did kill Clint for, really she didn't have to, but she did. And that was her first kill. And she killed Eric, and hopefully she doesn't have to kill Soren. She's going to kill Clyde, yeah, but she's going to have to get rid of Soren somehow, some way. So we'll see what she does to figure that out. But I think she really needs to just chill a little bit, and have this baby, and not cause too much ruckus right now. So I think we're going to end this episode here. I really want to thank you for hanging out, tuning in, watching. Please comment below what you think. If you have any suggestions on any of this mess, like what do you think Celeste should do with Soren? How should she get married to Clyde? Should she stay married to him for a little while so that, she can kind of let things settle down? Because there's talk around town about, vampire marries townie funeral, then vampire dies at the funeral. That's going around. Everybody knows about that. So should she lay low a little bit, stay married to Clyde for a while, get rid of Soren, and let things chill for a little bit? So let me know what you think. Or should she just, get married to him, off him, and keep on moving? Celeste is unpredictable. She could do either. So in the comment section, please let me know what you think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe if you have not already. That is it for this video. I will see you in my next.